Campaigns for SGA executives is off the ground. You're watching Xavier News on the Muskie. I'm Lauren O'Connor.
And I'm Lucy Nowakowski. We have a lot in store for you this week, including interviews with SGA candidates, news about exciting upcoming events going on around campus, and as always, we'll be bringing you XU Sports with Wilmer Monty and PG O'Keefe. The ratio of people to cake is too big. Therefore, SAC is holding a cake decorating competition on Thursday, February 26th from 5:30 to 7:30 in the GSC Atrium. The winner will receive a $25 gift card to the Cheesecake Factory. Sign-ups are in the SAC office in GSC 200. If you don't want to participate and join in on the excitement, just stop by and watch the competition and enjoy some treats. Spring break is a week away. Andrea Perry spoke with Officer Grossman on spring break safety tips.
Hi, it's Andrea Perry reporting for Coffee Again with Officer Ken Grossman. It's been once again a calm week, but there are a couple incidents, one occurring on Valentine's Day. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, we responded down to the green space near Hussman Hall for a group of people arguing. We were able to break it up, took a report, and sent them on their way. It was just kind of a strange night for them that night.
Sounds like a strange night. It was even stranger because it was reported at 2:14 a.m., the time of the date.
Yes.
So, and then another strange occurrence happened the day before that involving two non-students.
Yeah, two non-students took cones off of the construction site on Ledgewood and were kind of walking down the street with them. We stopped them, told them to put the cones back and ban them from campus just because we don't like chasing after people with cones.
Yeah, I guess it wouldn't be very helpful to the construction workers to be missing all their construction cones.
Yes.
We have one more week until spring break. It's very important to be safe during spring break because there's a lot of traveling and also a lot of partying usually going on. What tips can you give students?
Well, when they're traveling, students should, not carry a large amount of cash, carry the minimal things they need. ID, credit card, a little bit of cash, room keys. On that note, if they're staying in a hotel or something like that, don't broadcast where you're staying. People look for that as a way to steal from students. With the drinking, always use your head. Remember that they are not on campus, and when you go to some of these spring break locations, the police are a little more stricter with the underage drinking, and it can cost you a jail time or a large fine. So just use your head.
All right. This is Andrea Perry reporting for Xavier News on Channel 18, The Muskie.
With spring break right around the corner, what better way to get in the vacation spirit than going to a luau party at Lodge Bar on February 26th? Transportation is provided by Lodge and will be leaving from Bellarmine Circle at 9:30 and 10:30, and it will bring the students back at 1 a.m. Along with free transportation, Lodge will also be raffling off 2 spring break packages, so be sure to wear your tropical gear. This past week, Jason Fair got feedbacks from students on campus about SGA's shuttle service. After hearing what they had to say, he interviewed SGA Senator Neil Heckman to discuss possible solutions for the service offered.
Xavier University Shuttle Service consists of 2 24-passenger shuttles that operate on fixed routes on and around campus. The blue line circles around the local neighborhoods of Norwood, including Montgomery Road, Ivanhoe Avenue, and Clenay Avenue. The gray line, on the other hand, travels around certain areas of campus and parts of North Avondale. The big stops include the R2 lot, O'Connor Sports Center, and the Village. While taking a ride on the gray line, I learned about all the different stops along the way and how the driver of the shuttle believes that changes need to be made to make the students safer. One example was going back to the old way of dropping students off at the exact locations they needed to be. I took time to catch up with some students on campus to get their perspective on the issue.
Just the one thing that kind of irks me is a lot of times they have, specific stops that they have to make. And you might want to be at a house that's farther down the street, but they'll stop and they'll make you get off at the stop. And then as you're walking, they will drive by you and by your destination. And when it's cold outside, just seeing that happen it's very upsetting.
I think a big problem is that most people don't know where the shuttles, startup or pickup points are, and most people don't know, when the shuttle runs. what time it's supposed to be at each stop. And then another problem, the shuttle on weeknights don't follow the routes. I mean, sometimes they're very nice and they will take students to wherever they need to go, which is very nice. But you might have students waiting at a shuttle stop and they're not going to get picked up when they're expecting to be picked up.
Finally, I brought up the shuttle issue with Neil Heckman to find out what SGA can do to remedy the situation.
Well, SGA works with administrators, and together we collaboratively come up with a route and we pick the stops for the shuttle. So basically, everywhere the shuttle goes and everywhere the shuttle stops is essentially determined by someone on student government or the entire board and a few members of the administration.
Okay. What can SGA or yourself do to possibly fix the problems of bad stops on the route or only having one shuttle next year?
Next year we are definitely only having one shuttle, and that's in hopes of getting more people to use it during the week, because on the weekend it's used a lot. It's used to maximum capacity, but during the week it's hardly ever used. So it's almost financially irresponsible to have one. And it's also greener and better for the environment to only have one. I am currently meeting with Dean of Students, Dr. Luther Smith, and I formed a committee of students trying to get their input about where they think the shuttle should be stopping, where it shouldn't be stopping, and also the best markers of how it's going to stop.
This is Jason Fair reporting for Xavier News on Channel 18, The Muskie.
The men's basketball team is starting to wrap up their season with only a few games left. Hear what Coach Miller has to say about the final games of the season at the Sean Miller Show, which will be broadcasted live from Ryan's Eatery and Pub. The show starts at 7 p.m. this Monday and every Monday until March 2nd, 2009.
On Friday, March 11th at 11 a.m., Xavier Williams College of Business invites you to learn about his 19th-month, one-day-a-week executive MBA program. If you decide to attend, you will have the chance to talk with a current ex-MBA student, alumni, and faculty, and sit in for an hour or more of classes to see if the program is for you. Nacy O'Reilly went to the Veg Out at the CAF. Let's see what she found out.
Hi, my name is Nacy O'Reilly, and I'm here with Molly Robert-Shaw of the Peace and Justice program here at Xavier, and I'm here to ask her about the Veg Out. Now, when and why was it created?
The Veg Out was created in 1986 for the purpose of building community and raising awareness around vegetarian eating and how tasty it can be. It was started by a group called Earth Bread.
And who provides the meals for the Veg Out?
Groups around campus, 14 of our clubs within Peace and Justice host the Veg Outs throughout the year, as well as other groups around campus. For instance, next week, the Student Government Association is hosting, and in a couple weeks, the Peer Leadership Team is hosting. So groups from all around campus host.
And who usually attends the Veg Outs?
Students, freshmen through seniors, are welcome to attend, as well as graduate students sometimes come, faculty and staff as well. So it's really a great mix of people, in addition to students that are just hanging out on the third floor of Gallagher and find out there's free food. So everybody's welcome.
Thanks, Molly. My name's Nancy O'Reilly, reporting for the Muskie, Channel 18.